Hi, and welcome back to the Lock Around the Clock for week 2. Yes, week 1 is in the books, and we are kicking in high gear into the NFL season. And we went 3-2 against the spread last week, which was pretty darn good for starting the opening week. We're looking to improve upon that and go 3-0 on week 2, starting with the 1 o'clock lock, where the Philadelphia Eagles are at home in preparation for the San Diego Chargers to make their East Coast trip. Now, both of these teams played on Monday night, so they have a little bit of a short week. However, the Eagles have a little bit of an advantage because they played Washington in the East Coast and they were home and they have plenty of time to prepare. They also have that Chip Kelly high-powered offense, which is why we're concentrating on the total in this game. Now, San Diego was able to put up some points against Houston last week in their Monday night home opener. However, they weren't able to hold on to that lead, as we saw a lot of short field position for Houston. Their defense was very ferocious, very good on special teams, and it created short field quick scoring for Schaub, where he had a touchdown fiesta basically in that second half, and a little bit of a bad call on one play that helped them out to win. However, they were able to put up 30-plus points on them. I look for this Chip Kelly offense, who's going to be on the field for quick strikes. They're going to be running down the field very quickly, and they either go the 3 and out, or they go downfield and burn the defense and try to wear them out. However, their defense is also on the field extended periods of time due to the offense, which we saw in the Monday night game where Washington was able to come down and score. So we are looking at the total being 55. We're looking to go over the total of 55 in this game. That's the 1 o'clock lock. Take the over 55. Now on to the 4 o'clock lock. We had the Tampa Bay Bucks at home, where they're facing off against the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, high-powered offense, and I know it slows down a little bit on the natural stuff, which they'll be playing on in Tampa Bay. But Tampa Bay right now with Greg Schiano and Josh Freeman having a little bit of a riff over the who's captain kind of thing. There's just a lot going on there. And although the Bucks offensive line is very good, and I do see them being able to run on the Saints, it's really going to rely on Josh Freeman, which at this point I don't think they have a lot of confidence in. The coach doesn't, and that's not really good. Even if you're at home, even if you're on grass, the New Orleans Saints are very confident. They got Sean Payton back, and their defense is playing well. I think that the addition of Rob Ryan definitely helps, but they still have Drew Brees to contend with, and he's going to put up points. He's going to put up points early and often, and the New Orleans Saints are laying 3 on the road for a reason. I look for the Saints to come in here and steamroll. Look for the Saints to cover the 3 points. That's the 4 o'clock lock. Saints minus the 3. On to the 8 o'clock lock. Yes, I got my Marshawn on, and I am excited to watch this game. It's in Seattle. It's going to be a fun game. Somebody's going to lose an eyebrow, but somebody's also going to win, and I think it's the Seattle Seahawks. And I'll tell you why. The Seattle Seahawks have played very well against their division rival, the San Francisco 49ers, and they play extremely well at home with the 12th man involved. They have the better running game and depth with Christine Turbin and, of course, Marshawn Lynch. And Russell Wilson has had a pretty good stretch and track record against this San Francisco defense. San Francisco has probably the best defense with Seattle in the league, both of these teams. However, I do feel that Kaepernick kind of got away with a win last week against Green Bay, who really doesn't have that good of a defense. All right, they got Clay Matthews. Great. He's an awesome player. However, guess what? He's facing 2 very good cornerbacks here on the road in a very hostile environment, and who knows what the weather conditions will be like. But they're playing against 2 very good defensive backs with Browner, and also we can see the fact that Sherman is a hard hitter. They create a lot of turnovers, and I think that's going to cause problems. They both play a similar style offense with the read option. However, if you take a look, Russell Wilson does have the ability with his weapons, which we kind of thought maybe he didn't have as many weapons as he does, to be able to put up the points and the defense to get the turnovers. Let's take the Seattle Seahawks in this game. They're going to beat this San Francisco team at home. They've done well against the Marshawn Lynch, has had 100-yard games against this vaunted defense. And to be honest with you, Pete Carroll plays a much better game, I think, game plan. He's much more consistent. We've seen where Harbaugh is very loosey-goosey and likes to play as a gambler. He likes to go off the edge. And his defense, as we saw, or his play calling, rather, as we saw in the Super Bowl last year, it kind of fell apart. He's a little bit of a gambler. I'm going to go with the more solid team. I'm going to go with the team at home. I'm going with the team that wins. We're going to go 3-0 this week. Take it to the book. Take it to the bank. And as always, till next week, you take it easy.